This is Prowl 1701, and today we're doing a re-review of my very first lightsaber replica that I purchased. The Initiate V3 with a catalyst pommel on it. This was purchased originally in July of 2013 and was the first saber review I ever did, also in July of 2013. You can find the link to it up there if you want to watch the original review of it. But it's been 5 years now, and the channel itself just celebrated its 5-year anniversary of the first review being posted, which was the original review for this one. So I thought, kind of to celebrate that, and to kind of give my updated thoughts on this saber, we would do an updated review on it. And I'm just going to say this is still one of the best sabers I own. I absolutely love this saber. I've gotten rid of several sabers over the years, but I've always kept this one. It's still one of the most comfortable hilts I have. It's light, it's easy to use, and it looks nice. I mean, it's very simplistic, but it looks really nice, especially with this catalyst pommel. Because if I had to rate it just by itself, because normally it just comes with a little flat pommel, so basically it's this, then I probably wouldn't be nearly as impressed. But the catalyst pommel really fits it perfectly, and I'd swear it looks like it's supposed to come this way. And that's really nice. I really like that. I think that's a simple but sleek design. It's incredibly comfortable to hold. The emitter is not removable, but has these nice little lines here. It has these two choke points right here, which are excellent for gripping. I tend to grip it about like this with my right hand, about here, and my left hand coming right here, which is where the catalyst pommel comes in. You can see the bottom of it kind of catches right on my palm. It's a great grip. Got some more lines right here. And of course the speaker. This saber does have sound. This has the V3 soundboard, which at the time it was purchased in 2013 was their most up-to-date soundboard. Now they have the V4 soundboard, which can hold multiple sound fonts. Being the V3, this one only has the it can only hold one sound font. It has the Obsidian V3 on it, their standard soundboard, because that's probably my favorite one. And I have a non-illuminated AV switch, because I don't like their standard switch, the little black plastic switch. It looks terrible, especially on silver hilt. It just looks atrocious. Like, it's not as bad on a black hilt because it kind of blends in, but that black latching button or whatever, that black button on a silver hilt just looks atrocious. Let's go ahead and do some comparisons. Here it is with the Apprentice V4. These are both more smaller hilts. I'd say usually they're better for children, and if you got this one with the standard pommel, I would recommend it more for children, just like I would the Apprentice. If you're an adult, I'd go with their big brothers, and this one the Eon, and this one the Sentinel. Or you could just add a longer pommel. Adding this pommel makes this one much more suitable for adults. So we have that. Let's see if we can shift the camera. I bought a tripod, by the way. I don't think I've mentioned that yet. You may have noticed in the last couple videos. I finally went and got a tripod. I remember one of my fellow reviewers, City of Sabers, he mentioned to me that you could get an adapter for a tripod to put your cell phone in, and I tape with my iPhone. So thank you for that, Sidious. I went ahead and took your advice, got me an adapter, so finally have a steady shot. Also, let's go ahead and compare it with the Dominix. Now the Dominix is kind of the big brother to the Initiate, except for it's the black version. Their silver version of this is called the Eon. The black version is the Dominix. But you'll notice they're very similar. This one's just a longer version of the Initiate, and this is usually the one I'd recommend for adults. But it's a little duller to me, just because it doesn't have that nice pommel at the end. I'm telling you, that pommel makes a lot of difference on this one. And I actually prefer this with the catalyst pommel than I do this with its regular pommel. It's just more comfortable to me. And then, of course, the Dominix V4 LE, just to compare it with some of the basic hilts that they do. And this was, like I said, this one's really comfortable. It's almost up there with my Prophecy and comfort levels, because there's no cover tape wheel on it to get in the way, and that's a big relief for me. Got it in Guardian Blue. with an Ultra Edge blade. Now, usually my Guardian Blue sabers, I keep them in a mid-grade, but when I originally ordered this one, I didn't know which blade I'd like better, so just on a whim, I went with the Ultra Edge. So I kind of keep this one in the Ultra Edge, one, for tradition, because that's what it originally came in, and two, because I do have all of my other mid-grade blades. Ooh, that's some scratch marks there. I think this is one of the blades I've dueled with. Not from this saber. I don't think I've ever actually dueled with this saber. But the blade itself, I think, was from a saber we dueled with a lot. I can kind of see... I'll go into that in a minute. But since all of my other sabers are in the mid-grade blade, I think it's still nice to keep one Guardian Blue saber in an Ultra Edge blade. And while I think Guardian Blue looks better in mid-grade, it still looks good in an Ultra Edge blade. You can hear that V3 soundboard. Sounds nice. No flash on clash on this one. You can see right here, this is the problem with the Ultra Edge blades, is sometimes this doesn't happen as much in the mid-grade. The Ultra Edge, the film inside can wrinkle, which in person this isn't showing up quite as bad. It looks worse on camera. Another reason, like right here, you can actually see that on camera. I can't see that hardly at all in person. But I do like Guardian Blue. Guardian Blue is my favorite Ultra Sabers blade color. Now, it doesn't look quite like it does here on the camera. It looks a little bluer, not quite as white. It looks more like the color you're seeing right here on the table is actually what the blade looks like in person. Kind of what the reflection right here is looking like. That's what the blade is looking like in person. A little brighter than that. Not as bright as it's looking right here on the camera. But yeah, this is still one of my favorite sabers. It made my top 10 saber list when I was doing my top 10 saber shots videos. I'm not going to get rid of it at all. I really like it. Just wanted to give my updated thoughts and let you guys know it's pretty fantastic. Let's go ahead and take a few shots of me spinning it around like we used to in the old days. Now, as I was saying, I prefer to hold it here and here. So I've got a good grip on it. Right there, and it's really comfortable right there. Easy for spinning, easy for use. I don't have a lot of room with the couch to really do a lot, but I can spin it a little bit. No, not really. There's really not a lot of room to work with. But it is incredibly comfortable. It's very light. It's a very light saber, so it's easy for me to use. I'm not very tall. I'm actually like 5'5" and a half. I used to say 5'6". I think I've shrunk. Last time I went to the doctor, they told me I'm closer to 5'5". It's very humbling. Getting old is not fun at all. You know, you hear these people talk about how they like getting older. They're lying. But it's easily one of the most comfortable sabers I own and have owned, and I could easily see myself dueling with it. I don't think I've ever actually dueled with it, but I could easily see myself dueling with it. It's a good starter saber too. If you're not sure about saber collecting, if you're not sure you want to throw that kind of money into this hobby, because it is an addictive hobby, believe me. Very easy to get caught up in it and start buying sabers willy-nilly. But it's a good one to start with. I do recommend if you're grown, you're getting it for an adult, get a different pommel on it because it's too short for an adult with its standard pommel. I highly recommend the Catalyst pommel. And yeah, it's an amazing saber. So this is Prowl 1701. This has been my re-review of the Initiate. Still an amazing hilt, still one of my favorite sabers. Don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, check out my other channel, Another Sci-Fi Guy, where I rate various sci-fi related things. Like, I talk about Doctor Who, Babylon 5, Star Trek, Star Wars, all that good stuff. And most importantly, thank you for watching.